happy?
What?
Are you
I'm
excited?
not interested in your van.
Are you excited about the
Buzz
van?
off. Good boy.
A crown of thorns, I was bleeding dreams. Year after year on a bed of tears, waiting for you to.
So here we go, the build, and as you can see, we have behind me all the insulation of wool. It's a non-harmful insulation, and I have the shower tray, which you can see up there, and I have I think that's like 6mm marine ply, and that's going to be going on the sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all this stuff here. I'm going to take out all of this and then remove the sheeting on the panels behind me. This was on it when I bought it, so I'm going to remove that. I'm also going to lift up the floor and see if there's any
Horses, kid, any?
like rust spots or any damaged areas that I have to fill in and clean up with Hammerite. I got some the van's yellow, but the closest I could get was a gold Hammerite, so I'm going to paint over it with that. I'm also going to remove this, and that came with the van because it was a DHL, an ex-delivery van. So this is a safety door that I'm planning to leave in. I was originally thinking that I was going to take it out and just have swivel seats in the front, but I think it's going to be much better if I leave it in because it'll be a lot safer in here. It'll be a lot harder to get into the van if someone wants to break in, and also it's got a cool door. From the back you can go into the front, and there's the front. And that closes, and it's got like a safety latch from the inside. So that's the work I got to do today, and I'm going to get cracking, and then I'm going to put some sound deadening on the panels of the van because I don't want the noise to be very loud. But what I've actually discovered already, because this is an ex-DHL van, is that it already has if I just scan up here, it already has sound deadening material placed on the ceiling. It's got some of it on the back, so I'm not too sure if it's got it on the sides, but I bought some anyway, and then I discovered after I bought it that it had the sound deadening in, but it's no harm to put a bit extra on it anyway. And I can also put it on the wheel arches because it's not on the wheel arches at the moment. So we'll just scan up here and you can see it's got it on the roof. So you see this, that strip. Yeah, so that's the sound deadening on the roof. Anyway, we're going to get at it and I will show you as we go.
Praying your light would come, guide my way. I saw her demon stairs, cursing my soul, wanting sunny waves. Such a strange mentality. Music in your soul might set you free from that strange mentality. Music in your soul might set you free. the sweetest song. I thank you. You led me along to a place they said was only make-believe. In the music it will set you free from that strange mentality. Music in your soul might set you free. Such a strange mentality. Music in your soul might set you free.
Okay, so now I've removed the paneling that had this really sticky glue, and I had to take them off the side wall, and I had to remove these caps here, or these the plastic covers from the back to get at those two screws in there. So to get at those two screws, which you can see here, so I have to remove that plastic, and then we'll get it unscrew, and we should be good to go. The bulkhead is going to be, I will stud it out and then insulate it, and I'm going to put tongue and groove on this section. The next section, I'm onto the floor. I have to remove these from the floor, okay, and then you end up with holes on the floor. What I want to do is keep this floor because it's solid plywood, and I just got to figure out how to fill in these holes once I take them out.
Crown of thorns, I was bleeding dreams. Year after year on a bed of tears, waiting for you to come drown my fears. I sang my blues night and day, praying your light would come guide my way. I saw her demon stairs, cursing my soul, wanting sunny ways. Such a strange mentality. Music in your soul might set you free from that strange mentality. Music in your soul might set you free.
Because it was an ex-DHL van, so it was a delivery van, and it was all geared out with shells and stuff, and I had this thing on the side of it with rivet nuts, and as you can see it's protruding out, and that meant that when I was trying to raise up the floor to try and lift the floor out, that it was getting caught in these things. So I tried last night, but I kind of failed because I was trying to drill out the rivet nuts. And that's the rivet nut there drilled out. But as you can see, it's kind of caused the protruding of the frame, the metal frame on the inside, but it's not a big problem. I'll just I'll sort that out later. I've removed the brackets all along this side of the wall, so you can see here, and they've come off a lot cleaner than the other ones, because I have now discovered that the best thing for the job is a grinder. Here's the steel bracket. If you look closely, you can see the steel bracket with the 2 rivets on it. There. 1 and 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grind them off with this grinder. And here we go.
Saw her demon stares, cursing my soul, wanting sunny waves. Such a strange mentality.
The next job is to tackle the sticky adhesive, which is all over the side of the van. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this sticker remover. I purchased that in Woodies, and I'm also going to use gloves while I apply it with a paintbrush, and then I'm going to scrape it off with this Stanley scraper, which has been very, very useful. So what I do is I will give between 4 and 5 coats, rub it up and down, and what that does is it begins to loosen the sticky adhesive on the side of the van. Then I can scrape it off with this scraper. So this stuff is there's a pretty strong smell of it. It smells similar to like white spirits or petrol, but slightly stronger. So what I'm doing is I'm putting on coats as fast as I can, and then putting back on the top so as not to be inhaling the fumes. And I also have the back door open and I have the side door open, and now I'm going to go open the 2 front doors to try and get a bit of ventilation in around here. I probably should be wearing a face mask, but because of the COVID-19, where everywhere I go they're out of face masks, so I've ordered them on Amazon, and they should be arriving within the next week. I've applied 5 coats of the sticker remover adhesive cleaner yokey bobby thing, and now I'm going to use this Stanley scraper to scrape it off.
I thank you for rescuing me. A crown of thorns, I was bleeding dreams. Year after year on a bed of tears, waiting for you.
And it comes off on the end of the scraper, and then you just rub it off onto a piece of tissue and continue that process until you start to remove it, and then rub the remaining adhesive with the sticker remover, and then rub it off with a cloth, so then you can clean the whole van. This is the tacky, sticky adhesive that's all over the side of the van. I could just leave it on, but I prefer just to have the whole van cleaned and not to have this cause me any trouble in the future. So I'm going to spend the extra time just to try and get rid of it all, give all the van a clean, and then happy days. Thank you so much for watching the first episode in this van build series. If you'd like to follow along with the van build series, please do subscribe to the channel, and also click the notification bell and you'll be notified for future videos in the van build series. I'm really excited to get stuck into other projects in this van build series, and I will be sharing everything that I'm going to be doing in the process of building this camper van with you. So please do come along for the journey. The music you heard being played throughout this episode is a song of mine called Strange Mentality from my debut album. If you'd like to check out my original music, you can do so by clicking the link below this video. If you've got any questions or any suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below this video and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So I'll see you in the next video, and thanks again. Bye.